Deciding on closures can be very difficult, especially when you talk about our favourite triple. We're here at the DIAM factory in Spain to talk about these babies. These are DIAM corks. Why is Mirabeau using them? We're here to tell you and find out why. Come with me. You see the orange? That represents when an oak tree's been barked and you get that natural orange colour. That's what these bars represent. So cool. DIAM Bouchards call themselves the guardian of aromas. With their patented DIAM process, they are solving the biggest problem with natural cork, TCA, also known as cork taint. After harvesting the cork oak trees, the cork is air-dried and granulated and brought to the factory in these big bags. The granules are washed and milled. The big bags are also washed and sent back to the producers. The cork flour gets set next door for sifting. These towering machines measure the density of all the particles to select the very best of the cork, called suberin. Using heat and pressure, they activate CO2 into a supercritical state. This helps carbon dioxide pick up TCA particles, and all these nasties get extracted into here. The rest of the cork material gets used as biomass energy for the factory. Pretty cool, huh?
Les 6 écrans de gauche, bouche plus claire ou tiède, ou pas dans les livres. Et les 4 écrans que nous avons là.
The TCA-free suberin is then mixed with food-grade microspheres in a polyurethane binder. Whew, that's a lot. It gets molded and steamed. This causes the microspheres to swell up, like yeast does, which is essential for maintaining the elasticity and the permeability of the corks. Corks are trimmed to the required diameter and length, and then the edges are neatly chamfered. The rest of the process involves a lot of quality checks, branding, packaging, and shipping off to producers like Mirabeau. The part of the tour that absolutely blew my mind was the research and development. I'm amazed at how much effort they go to make sure that every single cork that we get is just perfect. A lot of our discussion involved TCA cork taint. Officially, 1 in 100 bottles are affected, but actually it's a lot more than that because a lot of people don't realize that their wine has got cork taint. And just a tiny amount can affect the aromas. This brings me back to the question, why does Mirabeau use DIAM corks?
Here at Mirabeau, we take our winemaking extremely seriously. We want every bottle of wine to arrive on your table in the way that we made it, in the best way possible. And the one big variable that can make the wine taste not so good is this little chap, the cork. So we use DIAM because we know that you're going to get 100% consistency by using a cork product that isn't going to make the wine taste bad. I mean, a lot of people don't even realize it, but that little thing can really make your wine taste completely foul. This thing called TCA, or the corked flavor or the corked smell of wines, can really make it terrible. And we don't want that to be the case. The numbers are something like 5 in 100 bottles, or between 5 and 10 in 100 bottles. And that's just way too high for us. We want 100% of the wines to arrive on your table in the best possible condition. And that's why we use DIAM.